So more and more in this market, I am seeing unrepresented buyers reaching out directly to me as a listing agent. And so I'm a listings heavy agent. I mainly work with sellers. It's my specialty, my area of expertise. And that's just what I like to do. So lately, especially I would say the past 2 weeks, I think buyers are really getting frustrated with this market. And I have buyers that are reaching out to me directly, and they're buyers that are truly unrepresented. So they do not have an agent who is out there representing their best interest in this market. And so there are advantages and disadvantages to this way of doing real estate as a buyer. First of all, we have the most educated buyers out there that we've ever had. Not be professionally educated, but with HGTV, YouTube, the internet, there's a lot of information to be had out there, and it's not all bad, and they're not all misled. There's a lot of really great savvy buyers out there. So these buyers are taking it amongst themselves to reach out directly to listing agents, and here's why I believe buyers are doing that. I believe they're frustrated with the market and blaming it on their buyer agents. These are people that maybe have worked with an agent for 6 months or so. Their contract has expired and they're like, you know what? I'm not getting houses because of this agent and they're not doing their job well, so I'm going to try to do it myself. Totally, I've seen it happen before. I've also seen lately people who are just testing the market, buyers reaching out to me. They're not really ready to buy something. They might not. They're just testing the market, seeing what's out there. So that's why people are doing it. The perceived advantages are that a seller would be willing to maybe negotiate a little bit more with an unrepresented buyer, because the seller then potentially has the ability to negotiate the commission that they're paying to their listing agent. So as a listing agent, when I take a listing, a seller pays me a certain amount of money to market it, all the things that I do, and then I take a portion of that money and I use it to pay a buyer's agent. When you eliminate that agent out of the transaction, there is definitely more money in the pot. There's a lot more liability and there's more work for the listing agent, but there's more money in the pot. And so I believe that's the main perception that buyers are going off of when they choose not to be represented or to represent themselves. That's totally fine. The disadvantages of going off on your own as a buyer and not being represented are, for instance, I had a couple this weekend come to one of my listings. They contacted me, they're unrepresented. They wanted to see it. I said, absolutely. The thing is that I represent the seller. So I am absolutely able to write an offer for them, prepare documents, fill in the blanks. I absolutely cannot give them any advice, show them any comparable sales, or really do anything to help them. I'm really just, they call it ministerial duties, and I'm just like a secretary, filling in the blanks and submitting an offer. And the disadvantage of that is that I'm a really good negotiator. I am going to work for the benefit of my seller. I have to legally, but I'm really good at it too. So I think that, a buyer who's not really savvy in the market may be at a disadvantage. They're definitely at a disadvantage if they're coming to one of my listings and trying to negotiate without representation. So it might be worth it, just that little bit of extra money that you may potentially save. If you have got a great agent, they're going to be able to negotiate that anyway. Another disadvantage of an unrepresented buyer contacting a listing agent directly is we don't think you're serious. So are you pre-approved? Usually they're not, are they? So they don't even know what they can spend. Do they have a house to sell? Sometimes they do. It's not even on the market yet. So to us in this market, you're not a real serious buyer. A serious buyer is out there getting pre-approved, figuring out what their house is worth and a plan for selling that. And then they're getting representation to help them through the process. So that is that. What I'm seeing in the market is a lot of that, more so than I think I have in the past. And I'm also still seeing multiple offers. I had a listing this weekend that was on the market, fixer-upper house, big fixer-upper house, but priced perfectly. Yes, Jeff Cochran is on here right now saying that he can pre-approve you. He's one of my absolute preferred lenders. I use him myself. So But so I'm seeing that, still seeing multiple offers, seeing offers that both have inspections and don't have inspections, seeing a lot of VA buyers that are getting really frustrated with this market. Conventional loans are still winning out the offers because it's just a generally less complicated process than VA, RD, and FHA. So that's what I'm seeing. If you need any more information on the market, if you want your house value, interested in buyer representation, please shoot me a message below. If you're watching this on Facebook, if you're watching this on YouTube, all of my contact information is below. If you would give me a like on this video, that would be awesome. You guys have a great day.